Hi guys, I'm Njud Balushi, your main host, and welcome to the DHM Shisalfa podcast. Today we have a very special guest for Omani National Women's Day.
Hello everyone, I'm your second main host, Mulk Farsi, and today we have a special guest. She is an inspiring woman, an entrepreneur who studied in both Oman and in the United Kingdom, and today she's going to share her story in studying abroad, studying in Oman, and also how she started her business.
Hello guys, my name is Abrar Al Hashmi. I'm an architectural engineer. I studied architecture in Oman and in the United Kingdom. I have a master's degree in architectural engineering, environmental design. So that took me to another sector of having my own business of jewelry design.
So we want to know about how's life studying abroad?
So I'll give you a short story of me studying here in Oman first, and then why I decided to go to the UK. I did I was doing ثانوية عامة bilingual. I don't know what was it called in here, but I think
it's bilingual, yeah.
Yeah, so bilingual. I got good grades, but because I didn't take chemistry class, I couldn't enter university, Sultan Qaboos University, like in the architecture, because one of the requirements is chemistry. But I think it's not the deal now. You can enter there with just physics and English and mathematics. So I got accepted in University Sultan Qaboos University in Arts Department and in Higher College of Technology. I don't remember what it's called right now. It's the names has changed. Higher College of Technology got a scholarship for engineering, and then I took that direction and continuing in architecture engineering. I didn't do the foundation. I was like a high flyer. And I did 2 years of engineering. That took me to another direction where an offer came. Students who got A star in most of their courses can transfer to Sultan Qaboos University. At that time, Sultan Qaboos University was like a wow thing, the university that everyone wants to get in.
I think it still is.
Yeah. It still is, but maybe my experience wasn't that good at Sultan. It is, but transferring from Higher College of Technology to Sultan Qaboos University, somehow, sadly, some of the doctors sees it as you're not good enough for Sultan Qaboos University. I've done 2 years in Higher College of Technology, 5 years and a half in Sultan Qaboos University, and every winter break, summer break, I'd go for internship in many of the consultancy companies here in Oman. So I had lots of knowledge, and every summer school, every winter school, I'd go also abroad for like a summer school or winter school, architecture winter school, and try to see how universities out abroad would present or would teach architecture. Within the 5 years and a half in Sultan Qaboos University, they were like, they didn't
appreciate you?
Yes, somehow, because I was a transfer from Higher College of Technology. They saw it like not good enough for that university. However, I got really high scores, but somehow that triggered me to
Work harder.
Yeah. And as I worked harder, it didn't show off in that university, because I think but that time I didn't know that I wasn't diagnosed by ADHD, which within our family. The system that Sultan Qaboos University had wasn't working well for me. I was intelligent, but not at the system. So, as I said, I went to so many winter schools, summer schools in Italy, in the UK, and most of them, when we did I participated in competition. I won the first prize. So that means that I'm not at that time I wasn't confident, but those accomplishments made me think twice. Like, why am I not capable of what I've gone through? In that winter school, the doctor was saying we had the opportunity, there is an opportunity for us. We can transfer from our previous university to the university in the UK. And I applied for that university and I got accepted. It was University of East London. The system in the UK really worked good for me. By that time, I didn't know I had ADHD, but it worked really
It's
good.
very understandable because I was also in a different school. We were both in a different school, me and Njud, and we switched to the British system. She switched before me, and I think there's a huge difference. There's something about it. They really take care of the student. They do something differently.
Tell you what, my previous university, like in Sultan Qaboos University and Higher College of Technology, they depend more on you just learn and then it's like a copy. You learn it, memorize it, and then paste it in the exam, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that way it doesn't work with me. In the UK, they'd give us an assignment, and we have to go and search for the information. They won't give us the information, and then we have to memorize it and then paste it on the exam paper, rather than you seeking the knowledge. And then the harder you try to find an information, the longer it would stay with you lifetime.
Yeah.
So it was a whole different experience. In Oman, architecture was more constructional based. There it was more environmental based. In the UK, every window is studied, the amount of material use and the amount of light, the luminous, is calculated. So the room is designed to be well lit without using artificial light. Therefore, it's not having to use more electricity. Air quality, air tightness, environmental indoor quality, and the air quality and the air ventilation. It's all studied, and the dimensions and the sizes of the windows are all calculated based on the environmental basis to reduce the energy consumption and to reduce the footprint, the carbon footprint. For me, an architect, going to the UK is like a kid in a candy store. And then you see architecture in a different perspective, in the right perspective. Studying in the UK made me
Open your eyes.
Yeah, it's like an open...
To more information.
Yeah. That's why I went and I studied master's engineering in environmental design, so that I would like to know more information about environmental design, and I want to implement it here in Oman. One of the things that I really wanted to do when I was young is get to the jewelry sector. Yes, architecture is a thing that I really love, but jewelry was something deep inside me, because my parents, my father and my great-grandfather and all of my ancestors that we know are in the jewelry business. And I've seen, when I was young, I've seen my grandfather's jewelry factory. So that scenery is still stuck inside me. I took architecture as the basis. So in architecture, we do 3D modelings. The same 3D modelings implement in 3D jewelry design. So it helped me in going towards jewelry. having a jewelry business. I had zero knowledge about jewelry, fine jewelry, diamonds. What's the difference between natural gems and natural stones? How did I start? Well, I had a small savings of money, and I went to a jewelry. It's like he's a friend of my father, and he has like a jewelry business. And he was like, "What do you do now?" I was like, "Well, I'm unemployed." And he was like, "I know you did all your studies in architecture, but you have to try jewelry business because it runs in your blood." And he was like, try with a small amount, just buy maybe 10 sets of like jewelry, 10 sets of like full set of jewelry. And I was like, okay, I have a small savings, I'll try buying some of them. And I came in Oman and I did all my registration, the CR number and everything. You know, like selling jewelry is not like selling anything else. It's like not selling food or like fabric or clothes. Yeah. It's something more maybe confidential.
Okay, so actually me and Mulk wanted to go and study abroad in the UK.
Specifically
in London. And we hope to be roommates. So we wanted to know if there were like any struggles you faced in the UK or any things that you found hard or things you found actually easier than you thought they would be. For us as, you know, Arab students.
I thought studying abroad would be really difficult, having a cultural shock and not knowing the rules and regulations of the university. But it's much, much easier than in here in Oman. Like when I look back, I see I was struggling here in Oman more than I was struggling in UK. Actually, I was barely struggling there because everything was like they had induction week, and in the induction week, everything is explained, even the cultural shock. But I didn't have any cultural shock. I thought that maybe being an Arabic girl and wearing a hijab would like or might be unwelcomed or just would have that cultural shock between me and European students. But actually I found that European students are so respectful, and even when I talked to them, when we were had like discussions, they wouldn't look straight in my eyes because they thought that maybe it would make me feel uncomfortable. So they wouldn't look at my eyes. I found that really respectful from them, and they respect my my religion, and they had that space where they wouldn't
invade.
Yeah, they gave me my space, and I was like the only girl in that cohort, and I didn't feel the odd one out. I felt very welcome. They were like just brothers to me at the end of the year.
Did you have any like troubles when you first set up Banat Jewelry?
Yes.
Was it hard?
It was extremely hard. But what kept me going is knowing that in every project, when you have, when you reach to your limits, you learn more. So I didn't stop. I learned more. I didn't know how to conquer these struggles, but somehow along the way, I figured it out. So when you have a project, don't lose early on. Just try and try and try and try until you'll find you'll get the right answers. Because it was gold, everyone thought that it's a high risk project. Therefore, no one advised me to continue in this project. I heard what they said early in my project. I'd maybe not continue, stayed unemployed. Now, alhamdulillah, I I started like very humble, and I didn't have anything. Along the way, I started having my own branded boxing packaging. I traveled to Italy. I went to Turkey to find more jewelry, and I learned how to choose like good products and what fine jewelry mean.
So seeing where you were at the beginning and how you evolved and where you are now, how do you feel? What's your feeling?
At every step, I'll draw a bigger dream and then a bigger dream. So my next step is to have my own store, because I'm an online store. And yes, it's a good business having an online store, but now I'm thinking of having alongside like a physical store. Not a usual physical store like every jewelry shop, but somehow something more creative, something more out of the box.
And Abrar, when you become a billionaire and everyone wants to interview you, don't forget your salva. We were here first. And it's an honor, honestly, to have you.
Thank you. And I think I wouldn't be here if I haven't gone through all of the struggles in my university. Like I have 3 bachelor's degrees, and one of them master's degree, and all of them in architecture. And some of the people say, oh, it's a waste of time. No, it's not a waste of time learning these, having these certificates, and then transferring or like having a career shift to jewelry business. I still love architecture, and I think my time is not yet had come in Oman, because still our knowledge to environmental design is not fully accomplished in here. So when the time comes, inshallah, I'll use my qualifications.
And today, since it's Omani Women's Day, do you have any advice?
You never give up. No.
Wait.
Yeah, it's not never giving up. It's like انتي يعني once you keep something in your mind, then you can reach it. Like believe in yourself. يعني I've never thought that I'd have like a business, an online business that have like such good amount of revenue. Along the way, يعني I didn't have like money to buy branded boxes. So what I've done is that one of my old architectural projects, one of my clients didn't give me cash, like money cash, but they gave me a gold set, helped me later on. I've sold that, and then with that amount of money, I got like a good branded packaging. And every step in your life really counts. Like I didn't think that like one day I'd have to sell that gold set to buy a new packaging set for my business. But yeah.
Well, what I think you want to say is that if you put your mind to it, you will reach it at the end.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Abrar, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We are honored to have you.
Honored to stay here and chat with Solfoon.
Our older sister, Ayo.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm actually I am an older sister.
She is our manager. I've met Abrar ever since I became close with Aisha. Aisha is my best friend, and she really inspires me. Like since the day that I met her, she really inspires me. And whenever like someone needs something at school, like our co-host Tofool, I would say, Abrar said this, Abrar said that. And I don't know, I really like look up to her like an older sister. I've never had an older sister, and so she is my older sister in a way, in a sense.
Thank you.
And yeah, I'm really honored to have a conversation with you today and ask you those questions. You continue to inspire me, and I hope you do so as the years,
And I'm sure you're going to inspire all our listeners too. And I just wanted to say, please follow Abrar's Instagram account and support her.
We're gonna link it down below.
Yes, thank you so much. We're really honored to have you here.
So
with us.
Abrar, for our next episode, شو السالفة؟
شو السالفة؟
شو السالفة؟